Tigray Sport Council issued a statement on Thursday condemning the extrajudicial killing of Tigrayans in Benshangul Gimuuz. A recently surfaced video showing Ethiopian forces and regional allies from Amhara and southern nations and nationalities burning the corpse of Tigrayan civilians extrajudicially murdered by these forces, as one is seen trying to escape the fire.
We executive committee members of Tigray Sport Council, we are here to be the voice of innocent Tigrayans, civilians who are killed, slaughtered and burned in life recently in Benshangul Gimuuz.
They also condemned Ethiopian Sport Commission and prominent Ethiopian athletes for failing to condemn the atrocities and said some had played a part in inciting or justifying violence against Tigrayans.
Furthermore, some famous Ethiopian athletes such as Haile Gebrselassie and Gezei Abarra are supporting the war by motivating the youth to join the injustice war, which is totally unaccepted by the principle of sport. Meanwhile, when those all things have happened, the Ethiopian Sport Commission had never condemned the evil acts which are out of international sport principles.
The statement also added that mass killings and wanton destructions of private and public properties, compounded by the ongoing siege on the region, has had a devastating impact on ordinary Tigrayans.
Since 3 November 2020, all-rounded invasions has taken place in Tigray by the Ethiopian Defense Forces, cooperation with Eritrean invading force, Amhara militia Fano, and external forces, horrify killing of civilians, destructions of historical and religious heritages, looting, raping, burning people alive, siege, etc. Our people are suffering by humanitarian blockage such as lack of medicine, food, vaccination, and blockage of basic infrastructure such as electricity, water supply, telecommunication, bank service, and so on.
The Sports Council also stated the toll of the conflict on Tigray's sport community, saying many athletes have been killed and sports centers destroyed and looted.
This all impacts also severely affect and entirely damage sport in Tigray. Many sport men and women coaches were killed. Heavy destructions occurred in sport center. A lot of sport machine and utilities were damaged and looted. Almost all stadiums of Tigray were heavily ruined, as the invaders used them as military camps. For example, in Tigray International Stadium, a lot of modern and standard machines and materials were looted and damaged.
Finally, the Council called on the international sport community to take a decisive action to compel the Ethiopian government in ending the siege on Tigray.
At last, Executive Committee member of Tigray Sport Council calls for international sports community to stop the genocide and force that Ethiopian government to solve the problem peacefully.